और नीतीश जी की सरकार की तुलना करता हूं। बिहार में ही धान की सरकारी खरीद 4 गुना और गेहूं की सरकारी खरीद 5 गुना बढ़ी है। साथियों, इनके पास आज तक इसका जवाब नहीं है कि जब इनकी सरकार थी तब एमएसपी पर फैसला क्यों नहीं लिया, क्यों इन लोगों के समय में किसानों से इतना कम अनाज खरीदा जाता था, क्यों इन लोगों ने किसानों की, बिहार के किसानों की परवाह नहीं की। साथियों, किसानों के लिए ही नहीं, हमारे पशुपालकों और मछली पालकों के लिए भी पहली बार व्यापक कार्यक्रम बनाए गए हैं। देश में ये पहली बार हुआ है जब केंद्र सरकार द्वारा गाय, भैंस और दूसरे पशुओं के लिए मुफ्त टीकाकरण का इतना बड़ा अभियान चलाया गया। इंसानों की ही तरह पशुओं के लिए भी आधार नंबर दिया गया है। हमारे गोपालकों को, हमारे पशुपालकों को सुविधा हो, उनको पशुओं के लेन देन और स्वास्थ्य से जुड़ी जानकारी मिले, इसके लिए मोबाइल ऐप भी बनाया गया है। डेयरी सेक्टर के विस्तार के लिए हजारों करोड़ का विशेष फंड भी बनाया गया है। साथियों, हाल ही में केंद्र सरकार ने एक और योजना शुरू की है जिसका लाभ बिहार के गांवों को बहुत ज्यादा होगा। इस योजना के तहत गांव की जमीन पर, गांव में बने घरों पर आपका कानूनी अधिकार सुनिश्चित किया जा रहा है। इस योजना का नाम है स्वामित्व योजना। इसके जरिए हर उस व्यक्ति को जिसके पास गांव में अपना घर है, जमीन है, उसे एक प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड दिया जाएगा। इस प्रॉपर्टी कार्ड की मदद से आपको बैंकों से आसानी से कर्ज मिलेगा। आपको अपने घर को लेकर किसी तरह की चिंता में नहीं रहना होगा। बिहार चुनाव के बाद, एनडीए सरकार बनने के बाद यहां भी इस योजना को लागू किया जाएगा। अभी 6 राज्यों में पायलट प्रोजेक्ट के तहत 1 लाख लोगों को स्वामित्व का कार्ड दे दिया गया है। आपके यहां भी ये बहुत तेजी से शुरू होने वाला है। भाइयों और बहनों, आज भारत आत्मनिर्भर बनने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है। बिहार आत्मनिर्भरता के संकल्प के साथ आगे बढ़ रहा है। अगर बिहार में विरोध और अवरोध को जरा भी मौका मिला तो बिहार की गति और प्रगति दोनों धीमी पड़ जाएगी। इसलिए नीतीश जी की अगुवाई में भाजपा, जेडीयू, हम और वीआईपी के गठबंधन यानी एनडीए को एक एक वोट पड़ना चाहिए। हर एक किसी का वोट पड़ना चाहिए। एक एक नागरिक का वोट पड़ना चाहिए। और इसलिए आपको मतदान केंद्र पर वोट डालने के लिए जरूर पहुंचना है। हमें कोरोना संक्रमण से बचाव के लिए जो भी जरूरी कायदे हैं उनका हमें पूरा पालन भी करना है। अंत में एक और आग्रह मैं आपसे करूंगा। त्योहारों का सीजन है, इसलिए जो भी खरीदारी आप करेंगे अधिक से अधिक लोकल खरीदेंगे। भागलपुर की सिल्की साड़ी, मंजूषा पेंटिंग और दूसरे उत्पादकों को बहुत बड़ा सपोर्ट कीजिए। हमारे मिट्टी के हस्तशिल्पियों, दूसरे शिल्पियों के बनाए बर्तन, दिए, खिलौने जरूर खरीदिए। हम मिलकर कोशिश करेंगे तो बिहार भी आत्मनिर्भर होगा, भारत भी आत्मनिर्भर होगा। आप यहां आए, इतनी बड़ी संख्या में आए, हमें और हमारे सभी साथियों को आशीर्वाद दिया। मैं आप सबका हृदय से बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। धन्यवाद। भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की।
नरेंद्र मोदी जिंदाबाद, नरेंद्र मोदी जिंदाबाद, नीतीश कुमार जिंदाबाद, नीतीश कुमार जिंदाबाद, राष्ट्रीय जनतांत्रिक गठबंधन जिंदाबाद।
Well, that was Prime Minister Modi there addressing a rally in Bhagalpur. It's a mega campaign day in Bihar with two of the big leaders, Prime Minister Modi and Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, holding multiple rallies in Bihar. Rahul Gandhi has two rallies, one already done, another one also that he will be addressing in just a short while. Prime Minister has three rallies with Bihar Chief Minister by his side in one of these rallies at Sasaram, while Congress MP Rahul Gandhi has addressed a rally in Nevada with RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav in attendance. Now, in fact, let's take a look at what have been the key issues that have been raised at these rallies. Let's start with Prime Minister Modi, where he's actually spoken more about the work that's been done by the Bihar government under Nitish Kumar and how after years of misrule, of pushing the state into darkness under RJD, it was the JDU government and the NDA government that actually brought about the change. Of course, the biggest talking point has been what's there on the manifesto.
बिहार का मतदाता तो इतना समझदार है कि वो भ्रम फैलाने वालों की हर कोशिश को खुद ही नाकाम कर रहा है। बिहार के लोगों ने मन बना लिया है, बिहार के लोगों ने ठान लिया है कि जिनका इतिहास बिहार को बीमारू बनाने का है, उन्हें आस-पास भी नहीं फटकने देंगे।
While he did not make any mention of the free COVID vaccine controversy, he did speak about development and improvement in law and order in the state under BJP and JDU's leadership. Prime Minister said people of Bihar can now move about freely without worrying about the safety of themselves and their daughters.
बिहार के कोई बीमारू बेबस राज्य नहीं कह सकत। लालटेन के जमाना गईल। पिछले 6 सालन में बिजली के खपत 3 गुना बढ़ गईल बाटे। बिहार के लोग भूल नहीं सकते वो दिन जब सूरज ढलते का मतलब होता था सब कुछ बंद हो जाना, ठप पड़ जाना। आज बिजली है, सड़कें हैं, लाइटें हैं और सबसे बड़ी बात वो माहौल है जिसमें राज्य का सामान्य नागरिक बिना डरे रह सकता है, बिना डरे जी सकता है।
Rahul Gandhi addressed his first rally in Hisua, Nawara today. He was seen sharing the stage with RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav. His election pitch centered around return of migrants, centers farm laws and development in Bihar.
किसानों पर आक्रमण करने के 3 नए कानून बनाए। बिहार में इन्होंने पहले कर दिया था, अब ये पूरे देश में कर रहे हैं। अब आपके हाथ में चाबी है। अब नरेंद्र मोदी जी के हाथ में, नीतीश जी के हाथ में चाबी नहीं है। बिहार के सब मजदूरों को दिल्ली से, बाकी प्रदेशों से भगाकर बिहार भेजा। आप भूखे प्यासे मरे, आप हजारों किलोमीटर चले, नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने आपको ट्रेन नहीं दी, बस नहीं दी।
Tejasvi Yadav launched a pointed attack on the Prime Minister, saying he was waiting for the PM to address the real issue of Bihar, that is unemployment. In fact, he also questioned the current government on what they had done for the jobs crisis.
नीति आयोग में जो रिपोर्ट में बिहार सबसे फिसड्डी राज्य रहा, शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य, पलायन, बेरोजगारी के मामले में, अस्पतालों के मामले में फिसड्डी रहा। 15 साल से बीजेपी सरकार में है, नीतीश कुमार जी बिहार के मुख्यमंत्री हैं। आखिर क्यों बिहार पीछे रहा है? सबसे ज़्यादा बेरोजगारी दर 46.6 बेरोजगारी दर जो है सबसे ज़्यादा बिहार में क्यों है? शुगर मिल, पेपर मिल, जूट मिल, फूड प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट्स क्यों नहीं खुले बिहार में? ये ज़रूर उम्मीद करती है बिहार की जनता कि प्रधानमंत्री जी बताएंगे।
Let's go across to Ayushman, who has of course been reporting for us from Bihar in this election season. Ayushman, the biggest of the faces today out there holding rallies. What were some of the key face-off points that you are seeing on ground that people are talking about, and even the political parties?
Well, Tanvi, the Prime Minister was here. He is addressing 3 rallies, and the key focus in his rallies are the central schemes which have been run by the NDA government and that has been benefiting Bihar. The Prime Minister focused upon the fact that there was a Jungle Raj 15 years ago and mounted an attack over both Congress and RJD. On the other hand, Tanvi, if you see Tejasvi Yadav, he has been constantly attacking Nitish Kumar for the failures in Bihar. Migrant crisis and unemployment is something that the RJD and the Congress is banking upon. Currently, if you see the scenario, there has been job announcement by both RJD as well as BJP. Here, the JDU does not have a point, and so that the discourse is out of that party. Currently, focusing upon unemployment and also the migrant crisis, RJD seem to be mounting the attack on NDA government, but BJP Prime Minister, who is one of the biggest campaigner of the BJP in the India government, he seems to be focusing upon the idea of Jungle Raj and reminding people of what was happening in Bihar, and that is why this government needs to be given another chance. What will happen from here remains a bigger question, but for now, definitely the temperature of campaigning in Bihar is rising, Tanvi.
All right. Thanks so much, Ayushman, in fact, for bringing us those updates. Closely tracking the big comments that are coming in. Jobs, development, farms crisis, migrants and COVID seem to be the big themes this election season. Well, Amazon has refused to appear before the Joint Committee of Parliament on Data Protection Bill on October 28. Sources add that Facebook's public policy head Anki Das did appear before this JPC as they look into the issue of data security. Other big names, Google and Paytm, have also been asked to appear before this parliamentary panel on October 29th. But Amazon so far has refused and said that they will not be appearing before the parliamentary panel. Cricket legend Kapil Dev has been hospitalized after he complained of chest pain. He was admitted at about 1 a.m. in the night and he's already undergone angioplasty currently in the ICU, but his condition is stable. Karishma is joining us with more. Karishma, any health latest update as far as Kapil Dev is concerned?
Well, Tanvi, what we're given to understand is that he was admitted in the hospital. In fact, he went to the hospital in the emergency department on 23rd of October at 1 a.m. complaining of chest pain, and then an angioplasty was performed on him in the middle of the night, and now he's admitted in the ICU. He is stable, doing fine, and he is going to be discharged in a couple of days, is what we're learning from the hospital, the Fortis Escorts Hospital here in New Delhi. They have released an official statement in which they have said that Kapil Dev was admitted due to complaint of chest pain, and an angioplasty was done on him. And the moment this news of Kapil Dev being unwell came out, there have been, just prayers for him that have been going around on social media from former cricketers, from his fans and well-wishers who are all praying for his quick recovery and hoping that he is going to be out of the hospital very, very soon. And we can confirm to our viewers, as per the official statement of the hospital, he is stable now and is expected to be discharged in a couple of days.
So much for bringing us that update. Well, let's move on and get you more news. It's not yet clear when the COVID vaccine will be available, but what is clear is that more and more states are jumping on the political bandwagon of promising a free COVID vaccine. This was triggered by the BJP announcing this as they launched their manifesto yesterday in Bihar. In fact, Nirmala Sitharaman was the one who made that announcement. Then Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh and Karnataka jumped into the fray. Tamil Nadu and Karnataka have already said that they're ready to give the COVID vaccine for free when the vaccine is ready. There was a flip-flop over the issue from the Madhya Pradesh government that initially said it will be free for all. Then the CM clarified it will be free for the most available, most vulnerable sections. They will make this vaccine available for free. Meanwhile, Delhi government has now reacted, saying that they will also make the COVID vaccine free for all. Maharashtra Health Minister, on the other hand, says they will think positively about this idea.
दिल्ली में भी फ्री में देंगे लोगों को?
दिल्ली के लोगों को जितनी भी वैक्सीनेशन है सारी फ्री ही दी जाती है
जी।
इसको राजनीति का मुद्दा बनाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है
सर, बिहार में जिस तरीके से राजनीति में मुद्दा बना है,
राजनीति की बात ही नहीं है ना।
ठीक है, तो मतलब हम दिल्ली में मानेंगे, दिल्ली में सरकार जो है फ्री में वैक्सीन देगी?
अरे आज तक भी सारी फ्री देते हैं, कोई पैसे नहीं लेते। दिल्ली सरकार अपने लोगों को सबको फ्री देती है,
फ्री देगी।
सारी हेल्थ सर्विसेज फ्री है दिल्ली में।
Mr. Sheikh, what exactly is the position of Maharashtra government? Will Maharashtra government also be giving corona vaccine to all at free of cost?
If you go to see, when we were affected by the corona, we were the first to build the Jumbo facilities. And in Jumbo facilities, we have given free treatment to each and everyone across the Maharashtra. We were the one to give the RT-PCR also free of charge. The moment vaccination will come, it's going to go. We are not a Jumla party, we are going to wait for the election and then we are going to declare. It is obvious. The people who cannot afford in this city or in this state will definitely think over it about giving the vaccination free. Here there is no election. This issues was raised about the vaccination because of the Bihar election. The moment the vaccination comes, then definitely we are going to take a issue, and if needed, cabinet will give the sanction for it.
But is Maharashtra government positive about giving a vaccine to free of cost? Because if you remember that a few months back when Mr. Poonawalla had said that his company is also working on that, but he said that it can't be at free of cost.
See, right now if you go to see, the cost is going to be borne by the government itself. Whatever the RT-PCR cost has been borne by the government itself. And we are obviously having so many government hospitals and BMC hospitals in Mumbai across the state also. So when the vaccination comes, we are anyhow going to give. You are not going to wait for the election the way I told you. The BJP had put into the manifesto because the elections are there. And are they going to give the state-wise according to the election? Are they going to wait for the people to die and then they are going to give? Instantly, the moment it comes, the people who cannot afford in this state are going to be given free of vaccine.
So that's what we heard from Mr. Minister, who clearly said that Maharashtra government is thinking positive about giving this vaccine at free of cost. to people of Maharashtra. And this is not any political promise. He said that the cabinet will definitely think positive about this particular issue of giving a vaccine of corona to free of cost to people staying in Maharashtra.